welcome back to Praggers Gaming. I'm Gamer Praggers, and this is Techtonica, and possibly the very last episode. Now, as you can see, I am trying to move around. Things are chunky funk as funk. But a pause does seem to give us a little bit of a reprieve. So I've been grinding out a few things here and there, mainly waiting for these to process, and having to give it the odd pause to start being able to do something. As you can see, oh, that goes down quite deep, doesn't it? How are we doing sand levels wise? Okay, we're down to 70,000. Let's have a look. We're 484. I had to turn off a couple of the updates so that there is nothing here, is there? Literally nothing. So that we could get a decent, so we're getting 1.242 a minute. Oh, we're done. Just to break it. Okay. Right, let me just do a quick save, because there's a very high chance that we're about to break this. Did that save? It did. Okay. So we have 1,000. We can repair the terminal. New technologies available. Are you sure?
Outstanding work, Groundbreaker. Combined with the efforts of the Sergeant, Mirage has signaled to me that you have created enough of the Sesamite cubes to lower the intensity of the decay wave considerably. If nothing else, this is a start.
Yes.
I will not pretend to understand the interplay of energies here, but we should return to the area in front of the monolith. From there, the Sergeant can begin to open the portal, and from there, we can begin to send the cubes through. If there was anything you still wanted to explore or build, or if you don't have the time to witness what I suspect will be a considerable series of events, you may want to restrain yourself from approaching the portal. Groundbreaker, I want you to attach a beacon to one of these cubes so the pulse room can track its position. We're going to send one through as a probe.
No, sir. It has to be us. We have to step through it ourselves before the cubes can enter.
Permission denied. That portal could lead anywhere.
I know where it goes. I know now. I know.
The Calixians. They're channeling through her.
Portal readings without calculation. Means to assist you will be unknown. Sparks. Please reconsider. Sparks.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, Davika. We've
Who?
come too far. Groundbreaker. Take us in.
Holy.
Floating?
The Groundbreaker remains grounded, but yes, the rest of us are somehow capable of levitation here.
The beacon is transmitting. It seems we have been teleported to the antipode of our former position. The other side of the world.
Is this place really what it looks like?
It is. The design is alien, but the intent is unmistakable. This is a rocket silo, encased in invincible stone that would have made it impossible for us to access through any means but the monolith, and what we see have built within it.
Vessels? No. Impossible. Those skyscrapers are the size of continents. They must be 1,000 times the size of the world bearer that brought us here. The fuel alone to launch even one of them would be inconceivable.
Unless an entire planet was dedicated to doing so. Imagine every resource within it acting as a supply channel. Each one providing unique resources for every stage of these rockets, crafting them piece by piece, missing only the blood to run through it.
A workforce. Harvesting and refining everything within Calyx. Feeding these monolith portals with supplies to build these behemoths.
Our greater purpose.
We came to Calyx to build a factory, but Calyx already was one. We came to build machines. We were meant to become them.
A fate we narrowly avoided thanks to the Groundbreaker. But the fact remains that we have not succeeded in removing the Sassamite from Calyx by bringing it here. We will have to do more than feed it to these rockets. We will have to launch them as well.
No, we can't. You don't know what the writing on this screen says, do you?
We know you've been staring at it since we arrived, Sergeant. Don't leave us in suspense.
It's a targeting computer, designed to retrace the path of whoever comes here. If we launch these rockets, they go straight for Earth, with the cubes as a payload.
And then Earth becomes...
Another Calyx. Or it would, if this Sessamite hadn't been turned by the decay wave. Because it was, Earth doesn't become a part of all this either. It just reproduces the decay. It just kills everyone.
Another ending.
So, we were wrong about the Calixians having no plan for us, cutting off their process and then taking control of their own game against them. Even though we made it to their silo with our free will intact, they've still left us with only a single way to dispose of the Sessamite. Firing this rocket at Earth, and destroying humanity instead.
Wait. Once we load enough cubes to finish a rocket, I think I know how to use this computer to reconfigure the targeting. A cube can't do it, but the Groundbreaker should be able to.
Outstanding. Groundbreaker. Once again, it seems you will play a pivotal role in... Groundbreaker?
The energy of passing through the portal, it seems to have overcome the restrictions of their suit.
Is that... could it be?
Pacific.
They appear to be in pain. Wait. They're attempting to speak. Sir, something is wrong with your speech synthesizer.
No. Nothing is wrong with it. Sir,
Speaking Calixian.
get back. They're Calixian.
Perhaps, Sergeant. Perhaps not. If interrupting calixification left the three of us with so many unanticipated threads of our humanity, who are we to say that the Groundbreaker is not in a similar state?
The Groundbreaker has reopened the portal. They're taking us back.
Of course they are. They want to keep manufacturing the cubes so they can build these rockets and then either launch them towards Earth or, hopefully, turn them away.
Hopeful. Why are they always hopeful?
Sergeant, shake those ghosts out of your head.
They came to find a greater purpose, to do something that would make a difference, something that mattered. They gave their lives for it, captivated by how all they had done remained so fragile, so inevitably pointless. And yet, when they find purpose, a chance to undo the very existence that has given them so much pain, so many empty promises, they shy away. Why?
Because we can. Because despair is not an argument. Because the echo of misery you've chosen to spread across the universe amounts to nothing more than a voice that already existed inside anyone who ever tried to make the world a better place.
And if we were not stronger than that voice, we would not be here.
You're right. Both of you. It's not me saying all this, but it is. If I know better, I'm sure the Breaker does too.
We do not know what they will choose, or if they can even choose at all. We've done all that we can. As the Major said, hope is all that remains.
Hope. Everything we've done. Everything we've been through. Years, preparation, people we lost. All this work, all these factories, and it comes down to hope. We did all this for hope.
Why, Sergeant? Would you have rather done nothing and had no hope at all?
I don't know.
Does anyone?
Both of you. It's not me saying all this, but it is. If I know better, I'm sure the Breaker does too.
We do not know what they will choose, or if they can even choose at all. We've done all that we can. As the Major said, hope is all that remains.
Hope. Everything we've done. Everything we've been through. Years, preparation, people we lost. All this work, all these factories, and it comes down to hope. We did all this for hope.
Why, Sergeant? Would you have rather done nothing and had no hope at all?
I don't know.
Does anyone? Does...
We've run out of Sesmite ingots. Right. So. There we go. Chugging. 8,000. Upgrade terminal 1 to 2. So has it actually given us? Right. Okay, I am going to leave this down to you in the comments. Now, considering how badly the game is chugging, what do you think? Do we carry on and try and go for the 8,000? Or do we leave it and we end our time on Calyx? Okay, so technically right. Let's go and have a look at why we've run out of Sesmite ingots, because I know where we need to go, but things are chugging, and so this is part of the reason why I'm not sure if we should go for the 8,000 cubes. One, because there's a lot of waiting around for that. Because I don't know if increasing production is going to help. I mean, yes, it's going to help, but if it's going to impact performance, then there's no point. They're coming from here. Now, I suspect it's because we've got a backlog of the sesamite gel. Yeah, they're not running. Yeah. Yep, that is exactly the reason. Excuse me. Yeah. And they're starting to grow again. Now, this obviously isn't sustainable. But we've now got the crystals coming across, and we are now starting to produce. There they go. So that will help. Ooh, interesting. Because all of this should be gone now. I'm not destroying this structure. I rebuilt this structure. I'm just curious. So yeah, none of this is going to work anymore. So we can scrap all of that. I really don't know what we do with this. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that should get us, start getting us some. If I have a look up here. Yeah. So they're now coming through. Slowly, but they are coming through. And you're producing slabs, which are going somewhere to do something. So yeah. Archive. I don't even know if there's any point getting these running. Well, we need the we do need them running because we need not the. Oh, hang on a minute. I wonder how we're doing on research. I believe it is still going up. It's not quick. We did have to fix. Yeah. Motors. So if we have a look at X-ray, because obviously the more yellow research cores we have, the bigger the production bonus that we get. Now we did have to get the motors going again. Because they had stopped. What are you missing? Steel. That will be because you're missing the iron mixture. Yes, iron ore powder. That's fine. We can go and get you that. I have a box full. On Lima. Back where it all started. Which I've pretty much stripped down. Yeah.
Warning. Task added to HUD. Source unknown.
Interesting.
Source unknown.
The groundbreaker has received an order to continue filling the monolith receptacle with cubes. This order was not received from Annex Hull subroutines.
Perhaps you were correct, Sergeant. The groundbreaker has been fully compromised, and some consciousness of this godforsaken place is instructing them to complete the rocket and unleash it on our home world.
No, I don't think so. If that was their intent, I would sense it. But they don't feel that way.
How do they feel?
Conflicted.
Either way, from this point forward, I am afraid they are on their own.
They are. Good luck, Groundbreaker. Don't break my heart.
Aww. Sparks, I could never do that. So, we do have another task. Okay, you are sending that off. Okay. So, chances are if it loads. Eesh. So yes, I'm conflicted. Oh, we've got the odd one or two. Oh no, we are slowly, potentially turning the tide. Let me just. Oh no, 388. We're okay to go for a little bit longer. 68. So we are producing cubes, and they're going in and they're counting. We've got 46 of 8,000. Are we going to carry on? Will the game even make it to 8,000? Who knows? Maybe I'll have to switch over to PC and maybe get the performance mods. I don't know. But we're kind of at the end. I want to produce one more video on the game. And I've got some ideas. I need to flesh out those ideas and potentially record at least one more video of Techtonica and what my thoughts are. Almost like a review, but kind of not. I don't know. I could, in theory, considering this is our only task, strip everything down on Victor to only produce the cubes, and we just ship them up here. The problem with that is I still need carbon, which we're getting from Sierra, which means I need to produce power for that. But I could put in a stack like I've got here. I don't know, but I'd need power for that. And that's where I'm conflicted. I don't think we need all of the other sand levels, so I could strip out everything from mech, because there's a lot going on there, and just let mech fill up again. Tear everything down in mech. But again, I think we're passing stuff up. So the iron mechanisms. Now that's not a massive issue because we just build them somewhere else and send them up. we don't necessarily need what's on mech. We let that fill up, job's a good one. Because what have we got here? We've got the carbon bricks coming across, the carbon frames rather. So that's my ingots, they're all coming up. What have I got over here? I mean, it doesn't take a lot, does it? It takes 25. I mean, we have, in fact, let's have a look. 45 Shiverthorn extract. Or 2 to produce 4. I'm just thinking, we have a lot of Shiverthorn extract on barracks. If we might be able to. If we stripped out all of the processing of Shiverthorn extract, of the Shiverthorn, and just turned it into the... So all of this down here, we stripped all this down. You're still going. So all of this, especially this lot down here, if we stripped all of this out, took all of these down, and just had effectively this, because what does this spit out? It spits out the pods, which go back to be planted. If I... Right, if I had a look... So that produces 500 Shiverthorn extract, which we don't necessarily need. Yeah? That gives us the plant matter bricks. But we wouldn't need any of this processing. We wouldn't need any of this garbage over there. And we then just convert. We'd need iron to get the mechanisms, but if we were to do where's a because I'm sure there's a mass production of mechanisms. Or you get more if you use the slabs. There. Iron components or iron slabs gets you 4. Okay, so there isn't actually a mass production one, but you just use the iron slabs. Because then... I don't know. But you get that. You send either the iron or the iron slabs up here, and then you process this into the coolant and send that up. That replaces it down here, and you don't need this. You're not then relying on mech. If you're producing enough down here and sending it to mech and wherever we're getting the carbon from, we need to rethink that, but we could. But yeah, we remove mech. Not mech. Lab. Yeah, this. It's not producing anything. So it's already filling up. Yep. But I don't think it's because of that. Hasn't got enough Shiverthorn coolant. And Shiverthorn coolant's not being made because it doesn't have enough sesamite powder. It's tempting. Really tempting. Because it's not doing anything. None of these pumps are working. Oof. It's a shame. But I don't know if this is why the game's chugging, because of all of these. I don't know. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Do I carry on? Do I go for that? Do I try and do something? Do I try and kickstart this? Get it going again? I don't think so. I think this all needs to be stripped out. But Sierra's where we're getting the, or we were getting the carbon frames, the carbon from. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Whether we go for the 8,000 and we repurpose bits of the factory, strip it all back and start again, basically. I don't know. We could. Definitely. I'd probably say Limud becomes nothing. We take the processing that we were doing and rebuild it on Victor. But Victor just becomes the stuff we need for the cubes. And that's it. I mean, we could find that we've actually got... Oh. The game's locked. We could find we've got enough items just lying around on belts and stuff that just need to be put in a chest and forgotten about. Or, you know, and plugged into the system that way. We'd still need the stuff for the research cores, because that's going to increase our production rate. But in terms of the raw resources, if we had... We'd need the mechanisms. I think we'd still need X-ray, because that helps with research. We'd still need... We wouldn't need Victor. Lima. Everything could be done on Victor. We've got copper, we've got iron. Get that to produce the iron mechanisms. Carbon is a big one. I don't even know if we're even using stuff on Foundry. I mean, we'd be dealing with the seismite, but if we're not sending it down, that's all going to stop. It is producing the blast charges, but we're also producing those down on Victor, so we can send those up. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm going to sign off because I'm just rambling now. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, ticking the bell so no new videos go live. In the description is a link to the channel Discord. Feel free to come and talk about the games you're playing, the games I'm playing, games in general. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.